Launching your rental property listing while you're still doing the work is one of the biggest mistakes that property owners are going to make. This is Ron Wojciechowski for Blue Palm Property Management. And I realize that most owners want to get the information and marketing out there very quickly so they can start getting leads for the property. Now, and this is where the critical mistake comes in. We've talked a lot about days on market being one of the number one or two things that helps determine the net that you're going to profit when it's all said and done. And the longer it's on the market, the more likely it is that you're going to need to take some sort of a discount from a savvy renter that looks at those days on market and realizes that if you don't rent it, you're not getting money that month. So they have a leveraged position on you when your days on market increase. So we know that. Now, the other part of this is if you're putting it out there too quickly, and let's just say for a minute that a kitchen cabinet, is missing a door, or something isn't painted, or the backsplash, was tore off, or the kitchen counter was, had some damage to it, and right now it just looks messy in the kitchen, let alone unfinished repairs, things like, the ovens are not finished, the hood isn't put on there, for instance. Or maybe there's a missing door or a bifold door to a closet, or just something that makes it look like the property wasn't cared for or not finished. That's going to make somebody's first impression be, it doesn't quite look like it's ready yet. I'd like to move in quickly. They'll never get it done in time for my move. I'm going to move on to a property that is all ready to go. So I'm not living in a situation where the property isn't complete. And I think any renter out there would tell you that when they make the application and pay the rent, pay the security deposit, at that point, they can feel that this is their best chance to get any repairs done, because once you're in there, it gets harder and harder in many cases to get stuff done. And it's not to say the property management companies don't care. It's just that the most urgency that you can place in a situation is to have it all done in the beginning, so it's turnkey and ready to go for that person to just move in, because everybody knows that once you get moved in, they're back to work, they're done moving, they're upside down in their whole life. So they're not able to meet people to open up the door once they moved in to get these repairs done. And let's face it, there are times where some owners like, I got my money, let's kick the can down the road on the rest of those repairs. What happens is you increase your days on market because you've advanced your marketing too quickly, the first impressions were off, and ultimately, you're right back to the price reduction to get it rented for that upcoming month, if you could rent it at all. Either way, whether it's getting on the market too quickly or not doing the necessary repairs or just making a terrible first impression, every bit of this is going to work against you. So we make a really informed decision to tell all of our owners, have that property ready as if somebody would want to move in tomorrow, that you can say yes to it. If you got questions, definitely drop us a line below. This is Ron Wojciechowski for Blue Palm Property Management.